Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Aileen, and here we like to talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. So today, we're just going to create a quick little eye look and finish the face with the Tom Ford Soleil Eye Cheek Palette. And this is in the shade 04 Violet Argenti, you know, depends on the language, but let's get to it. But before we go, like we always say, comment, like, subscribe. Let's go. So you guys, I'm so excited to try this palette, and it's like I can't stop laughing because I just showed it to Kiaj Contour, and I'll put him somewhere up here or in the description box. If you know Kiaj, he is hilarious. He's like, oh, that pink blush, that's that rich people pink blush. I'm like, you're such a fool. He said, no matter if you're young, if you're old, everybody looks good in that rich pink. So this is the palette, comes with the highlighter, the blush, and a quad. So I was just going to create a quick eye look and finish the face. I haven't tried the palette. I bought the palette at the CCO in Miami. It was when I went to Miami on the way to Key West. So I want to say it was like Key Largo, Homestead area. So I bought this palette for $31.40 and it retails for $157. So I was uber excited. So I'm just going to go in with this pink shade right here. I've never tried it, but it looks like it picks up good pigment. And this is the BK Beauty 201. I've never even swatched this, but you know, it's Tommy. It's Tom Ford. He's going to hook us up every time. So what do you guys have planned for the summer? We usually plan a vacation every month of the summer, and this month we do have something planned for June, but we don't have anything planned for like July or August, because as soon as I can share, I'll share it. But we just have a situation going on that we're working on and a lot of big things happening. So I'm not sure that we can plan anything for July or August. So for July, I was thinking more like a staycation and taking the kids to White Waters, but to the White Waters water park, but just having the sense of normalcy. You guys, did you see this? Like, I'm just swishing around and it looks good. Like, it's not gonna let down. And this looks like a satin shade. I haven't touched it though. So that's what we're thinking. And we usually do like a couple vacations with the kids, a girls trip, a guys trip, and then a couples trip. Like, we do a bunch, but we just really haven't been planning much. And I'm not sure what to plan or if to plan, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm excited, of course. So the vacation later this month, I'm dipping into this brown shade. The vacation later this month, we're going to St. Augustine, Florida. I just love the history there and how it's good for the kids. You know, the beaches are nice. In most beaches, you can pull your car right up to the beach. In Daytona too, I just love that. You just park your car right there, post up. You're gonna have a good old time. And what I really like about June and July on the East Coast is the sea turtles. So you have to close the curtains on your condo or like if, or your hotel room, if you're facing the ocean, we usually get a condo. You have to close the curtains at sundown. I'm gonna go back into that pink shade and just buff, just lightly. So that when the sea turtles hatch, they don't think, they go the right direction towards the moon, which is the ocean. So we have our little tiny flashlights that we bought the last time we went over there. And we walk the ocean and we face the water, the light towards the, and we face the light towards the turtle nest. And sometimes we've seen them hatching and walking towards us, towards the water. And then you just got to make sure they make it safely. Because them little crabs and all them other little critters, they try to get them. It's not nice. But they're so, so cute. And I'm going to go into this purple. And I'm just going to see what it looks like on the lid. But I'm excited. I'm just going to relax, catch some sun. I'll wear sunscreen. Don't come for me. Don't y'all worry. But I am going to be out there living my best life. That you can believe. Trust and believe. I'm going to use my Tom Ford 03 for that purple. I love this brush. I've been using it for a little while now. And I know it said shadow or concealer. I don't use it for concealer. I use it as a shadow brush. And for this purpose right here. I did wet the shadow with the Chantecaille Rose Water. I just wanted to amp it up. And I'm really liking this purple. But as I use the palette, like in my head, I am cracking up because you guys, Kiaj is a hot mess. You hear me? He's like, oh, that purple. Oh, that palette. I don't even want to know what you got to say. Look, boy, I got to film. Leave me alone. He will keep you on Marco Polo laughing all day long. All day. So I'm going to pop this light shade right in the middle. I'm just going to dab it right in the middle. And then blend it into the purple. So pretty. Something quick and easy. I'm so excited to use this palette. I've had it now since I went to Key West, and that was like the first week of April. I left April 4th and came back, what, April 10th? Yeah, it was time. She needed to be used. And I have this weird thing. If you're a content creator, let me know if you do the same. But when I buy something, I kind of don't want to use it before I use it on camera. Is that weird? I don't want to use it because, like, I feel like I want my first reaction on whether, and my thoughts and whether I really like it to be on camera. So I don't use it typically. Like, I have a whole drawer of unused makeup that I bought because I really want it, but I haven't tried it because I haven't filmed with it. Isn't that funny? That's weird. I know. The only thing I can think of, let me see, I'm trying to think, what's on my face that I haven't filmed? The Huda Stick Foundation. I did purchase it. This is my first time using it, and I'm Didn't apply it on camera, but she's older. But that foundation is really the only thing I could think of that I've ever... No, there is another one. You know what? It's here. The Burberry face palette and eyeshadow palette. So I bought these, I've used them, but I did, in my defense, my initial reaction was on video. But because those came out when I was on vacation in Key West, and by the time I came back, I don't know if you guys can hear the motorcycles racing, but by the time I came back, it was really like old news. It was old news. A bunch of other stuff was being released, and the palette was sold out. So I was like, okay, I just won't post it. And I didn't post it. But that's the only thing that I can think of. Those two palettes and the foundation stick that I've purchased and used off camera. But in my defense, again, the Burberry, it's on camera. I just didn't post it. I'm gonna go with this small brush into the brown for the lower lash line. I will say this formula is not as good as the wet dry formula. It's good, but it's not like, ooh, the wet dry formula. You know what I mean? I think the newer Shade and Illuminate palettes, like the ones that come in the darker packaging, I can't tell if it's black or dark brown, like the palettes. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen them in person. I've only seen them online. But I want to say the quad in there is the wet dry formula. I'm interested in those, but I've been like, as often as Nordstrom puts those on sale from, what are they, 150, 155 for like 70 something, I'm like, are they going to the CCO? So I went into the brown shade and I buffed the lower lash line, and now I'm gonna buff that with the pink shade, because I will be so frustrated if I bought that at Nordstrom's and then saw it at the CCO. Look how fast that happened. Like, that eye look just came together quickly and in a hurry. So I'm gonna go into like this shade here that's like a light highlight and do the brow. Just quick, pull it together. That took 15 minutes with me talking. So this is like the Sisley concealer brush, and I'm going to use that same shade that I used on the brow bone for the inner corner. I like it. Like I said, the formula is not as good as the wet dry formula, but it's good. So let's see how this shade here performs as a highlighter. I thought it was a little too pink, but it looks nice. So on this side, I want to put the highlighter first and then put the blush over it. And I'm going to use the large wing gloss, and this is the blush shade here. Kiage's Rich Pink. That is nice. And it did play well with my bronzer. This is the Chanel Soleil Tan Deep shade, the 395. Played very nice with it. You don't see the highlighter as much with, like, you can see it. I feel it'll definitely be blingier with it over the blush than under. But that is a pretty pink. I like this pink. And because it's a Tom Ford blush, and those Tom Ford single blushes, they really bam, like they pick up, they are pigmented. So are any of you excited and ready for the new Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate blushes? I believe that's what they're calling them. I am so excited. I definitely plan on picking those up. It's just a matter of when are they coming? Are they coming in June? I had originally heard, I think I had originally heard sometime in May. And then I heard June. And then I was like, you know what? End of June, whenever. I don't know. But I'm ready for it. I like this blush. So this is applying the blush first. And let me know. So I had planned on picking up the Chanel Summer. So like the purple quad and a couple liners. So that'll come out while I'm on vacation. But I definitely still wanted to pick it up. But let me know if you're interested in a review a little later, because it will come out the day I go on vacation. So I'll probably be on vacation 5+ days or so. So if you're still interested, I'll film it for you as soon as I get back, or we can do a live, either way. But I'm really interested in that purple quad and a couple liners. So here's the highlighter over the blush. And here is the highlighter under the blush. I feel like it has more bling here, but it just blends into the blush either way, you know? But I love the soft, subtle glow. Like, I'm not one for a big blingy highlight. So I'm just gonna wipe this brush off and then just buff. So I always apply a little bit more blush on camera so that you can see it. So this is a step I typically do after I turn off the camera. When I want to wear my makeup for the rest of the day, is I'll just buff with this brush just a little more so it looks nice in the daylight and natural light. So here is the highlight over the blush and the highlight under the blush. So let me do my liner and my mascara off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I applied the Tom Ford Badass Mascara, and for liner I used a combo. This is the 03 Aurora, and I put the rose gold shade, the Tom Ford. And I put the rose gold shade in the bottom waterline and the purple shade on the top. I just lined right against my lashes. That's it. And I will just finish the look with the lip gloss in the shade Impulse. I love the Tom Ford glosses, which says a lot, you guys, because I'm not a big gloss girl. Like, it's because you know what it is about glosses for me? I'm lazy. That's what it is. I'm lazy. I don't like reapplying. They're very nice, and as they wear longer, you can still feel the hydration, not as much slip, but the hydration, but it still feels like something's there, and it still has a tint. I love the glosses. Love, love, love them. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick eye look. I really did like the palette. I want to say I love the blush and the highlight more than the shadows. And with the shadows, my least favorite shade was that purple. It just wouldn't pack that punch until I wet it. But once I wet it, it is beautiful. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. But I really, really like the final look. It's very quick. It's very Aileen. Come on, let's just, it's very Aileen. But that's it, you guys. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.